Hi. What you doing?
This outdoor faucet it leaks really bad right out of the stem here, and that's not a real good thing when you're coming out here and it's pretty cold in the mornings, and you know that automatically you're gonna get your hands wet and soaking wet when it's cold. It's hard to recover. It seems like you stay cold for the rest of the day. But so we're gonna try and see what we can do to fix that. It's either a very simple fix and then that all I have to do is tighten it up and that works, or worst case scenario, I have to replace a small little valve in there. But let's see what we got. So there's a couple little pieces right here. One, this is what I'm hoping it is. I think they call this the seat valve. And I'm hoping that this is all I need to do is tighten this up and it'll cinch up. But I'm not real confident in that because it looks like someone else has been doing that before and that it's got some wrench marks on there. So I might have to open this up and then rebuild it. And then all you have to do is take off this ring right here and the whole thing slides out. But I still have the water on right now. I just want to see if I can get this one particular fix to do the trick. Good news is it feels like it's tightening up. So let's see. That might have done it. No leaks. I apologize for not giving you a before, but if I had been doing this before, I'd have had water halfway up my hand. So, problem solved. Just with that little teeny nut right there. So we need a new platform for the feeders, for the feeders in the waters that we have for our chicks and our ducks. We're starting to use more feeders and larger waters, and the little tiny ones that I built were fine when they were little, but now I need to make something a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go scrounge around and see what I can find. So I don't know if you can hear that, but up there, of course it gets quiet now, tracking one of those hawks that has been after our ducks and well after our neighbors' chickens and terrorizing the neighborhood basically. Sure, turn on the camera and it stops screaming and the wind picks up. The ducks enjoying themselves today. Hi, ducks. You see Hawkeye in there. Kind of got that squinty eye. But he's doing real well. Eating and drinking and doing all the things that a normal duck should do. So here are two of the other platforms that I built. This one's the one we just built, and it's slightly larger, looks like, than that one, maybe. And then this one is a little bit smaller, but it's a little bit more sturdy, because I had an old piece of that shelving that you get from like Home Depot and Walmart and whatever. But I cut the edge piece or the front piece off and just use this. This is a great platform for the waterer because it's really strong and sturdy. One more thing interesting to mention is I built this out of old pallet racks. You can see how it's kind of got the notch cut out for the pallet forks. The interesting part about that is when you lay this down into the shavings, some of the chicks will actually dig and scratch their way underneath there. So on a couple of occasions on that one over there that has stayed in their pen, where you can see those little archways for the pallets, we've found chicks underneath their feeder and underneath that platform. So we have to dig it out a little bit, and that's why this one I built out of 2x4s instead of the pallet wood. Maybe we can keep the chicks out from underneath this one. So we started keeping records and running down of all the different things and keeping notes. Kind of left that over the past couple days. Haven't been keeping up with it as much. It's gotten a little bit more consistent with what they're needing.
And it's kind of like having your first child. The first week or so you spend annotating everything they do, every diaper change, every feeding. And then after about a week, it's like, okay, I can't keep up with this. And you just let it go and wing it.
On a totally unrelated note, got a new washing machine. Wife's very happy about that.
Clean clothes.
Our old washing machine, well, it rolled our clothes around in some water, and that's about all it did. So we got a new one now.
That's not true. It got some of our clothes more dirty than they were before we could put it in.
That's true. Our old washer had this uncanny ability of taking a stain that would be on one side of a shirt and moving it to the other. Not really removing it completely, but just sharing the stain. It was kind of unique. It's sitting up on a big platform down there that is built with all scavenged and scrounged materials, but I'm pretty confident you could park a dump truck on it. It's rather over-engineered, but it gets it up off of the ground so we have some place for some storage. And it's not pretty, but it's effective, and, well, quite frankly, nothing else is pretty down here. It's just an unfinished basement. We got a little area here and there for our various activities, but, you know, it's a basement.